I am so sorry, but we got to talk about this. The amount of time players like Ja travel and carry throughout a game, but the refs and the league decide to pick and choose who they want to call it on. And I'm not blaming the players. I actually condemn them for either being so good that they don't call travels or carries, or being so subtle with it that they do not call travels or carries. And so I'm putting the blame on the league in this officiating. So they need to either pick, are we going to call it on every player, or are we not going to call it on any players and just let the game be and let these players break the rules of the game? They need to make a choice, because to me it's not fair. And so from last night's game, I was looking at some of the trials and carries that Ja got, and I did it off of first glimpse. I didn't rewind it. I didn't slow it down. I was watching the game as if I'm the ref in that situation, and I could see it in the game speed. And so there's a lot of times where players are running full speed, and people want to slow it down and say, that's a travel, that's a travel. But refs can't see it. The game is too fast, and there's either too much going on for them to be able to notice it. So I did it off of first glimpse, and I caught quite a few. And so if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe, like, turn on notifications. Posting every day, daily. If not, double uploads. And so let's get straight to these clips.
Who spent his time this year playing around the rim, and that's why he's
Travel. Peep the pivots. Peep the pivot.
his time this year
Left foot down first.
playing around
Switch to the right. Switch back to the left.
the rim, and that's why
Steps, no dribble,
he's
travel.
having the most efficient offensive year of his career.
Nice float though. All right. I think you missed that. You might have missed that. You might have missed that one. But I didn't. Carry.
Rocketing off that baseline. Here comes Morant, forcing the issue inside.
And mind you, he's getting a lot of buckets off these travels and these carries. He's getting points off of them. He had 35. You take away all these travels and carries, that by the time I end up showing you by the end of this video, probably have about 25 to 28. They still lost the game, but still, people be scoring off travels and carries. Right foot pivot. Switch to the left, rip through. Travel. Leads to a foul, another couple points.
Coming in number one tonight in the conference. Morant.
Carry. When you see the ball just go like this, when you see the hand flip in the motion of the ball change, it's obvious. I don't know how these refs don't see it. Underneath the ball.
Kind of holding on to that left hand, but here he is.
And a travel. And now don't say you can't see this in the course of a game, because over the past few weeks, they've been doing the same thing to Jaylen Brown. They've called Jaylen Brown on this on when he goes up and he lands, his feet come down before he kicks the ball out. Every time he gets to that middle of the floor. Every time they've been calling him for that. Travels, all that stuff when he gets to the middle. So don't say that refs can't call this on Ja because it's too fast. No, they've been calling on Jaylen Brown. Obviously, their eyes work. They can at least make this call. So why not make this call on every player?
With the left hand dribble drive.
That's 2 points. It's changing the whole course of the game.
Aldama takes it in. Gordon will meet him and try to hold his ground.
Hopscotch travel.
Shot clock at 5 for Morant. Pushed and shot and fouled. Aldama, he's got the matchup he wants against Chen.
Carry.
Green may go help. Lost it. 32. A lot came in that third. He had 13 in the first half. He's
All right, now watch this. I don't think you should already be able to see it. Left foot pivot.
got it. Now
Slide to the left. Slide to the left. Crisscross. Crisscross.
in the first half.
Slide to the left.
Green
Slide to the left.
court may say
Travel.
pick and roll.
Foul. Come on, man. These players are traveling, cha-cha sliding, all this stuff on the court, and the refs not calling it. Come on, bro.
Fire.
Like, come on, man. Hey, I'm not blaming Ja once again. I'm not blaming Luka once again. I'm not blaming Jordan Poole, whoever it is, LeBron. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming the league. They've missed these calls every game, and it's not like it's so fast that you can't see it. You just got to notice when the players are going to enter these moves. So, for example, when they're going into the triple threat, watch the feet. When they're in the isolation, they hezzy, you see that ball turn, carry. It's certain situations where you should look for the travel, and it's not like you got to look for the travel throughout the whole game. When you see player get into that triple threat, jab steps, all this stuff, players are pressured up, look for the feet. When players isolate, get into that hezzy, look for the hands, look for that ball flip, look for that hand turn. These certain situations that refs could be able to call these carries and these travels in, they just don't do it and actually do not know what they be looking at. Like, they just have a whistle in their mouth and striped tee on, big ass black slacks and them big ass black shoes they be going on, but they don't be looking at nothing. They probably need some bifocals or something to see these travels, because obviously they're not catching it, or I don't know what schemes they got hiding behind closed doors. But whatever it is, they need to pick a side, or else this same talk about calling it and not calling it is going to keep going on forever, and that's just dumb and unfair to the players who always do get called on it, because they're the minority who do, and their games get affected by it. But you let it pass by for other players. I just want a fair game to be called. That's all I want. I just want it to be a fair game. So are we going to see that? Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe they see all this chatter going on about travels and carries, and they just need to make a statement about it, retrain their refs, and start making the calls or not making the calls. So that's the end of this video. I got the hidden highlights for Ja coming up for this game after this one. So make sure you subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and we out of here.